picking up the pace in turn 3. They'll now really put the pedal down, and here we go. We're underway. Late model feature, 25 laps. Calvo with a big jump on Trombley. One of the cars sliding through the infield, the 4 of Tom Butler, so he's way off the pace now. And have a long way to go to get back into contention.
Trombley got real sideways coming out of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. And he's trying to make up the ground that he lost. He's down on the inside. Whoa, working. We're swapping paint again. 4 abreast.
But the caution comes out as we still have a couple cars with screen of dirt flying in the air. Can't see what's quite going on over there.
Sitting at the dock over there. He's on a fast pace right now.
And Bazan. Bumper tag as they head off turn 4, and we're underway. Here we go. This time, Trombley looks strong on the start, and he gets the lead. Into turn 1. Underneath is Jerry Konopka, and he takes the second spot away from Sal Calvo. Nappy moves up now in the 33, followed closely by Jim Peterson in the 17.
Boy, the high line is not the fast way around right now. All the guys in the bottom line were able to move up.
Nappy takes over third place from Peterson. Chuck Docherty looking for an opening in the 0-2 and find it at the moment. Safely through, and now the field starts to stretch out just a little bit.
Peterson looks to the inside to challenge for third position, and he's got it. Number 17 car moving into third.
So he recovers nicely after a bit of faltering. Docherty fourth, Charlie Nappy fifth, and then there's the battle for the number 6 spot. 22 Foster getting under Mayberry. Here comes Adams in the 16 as Mayberry swings up high, loses ground. George Greco also getting under Mayberry now, and Mayberry's hung out to dry.
Meanwhile, Konopka on the inside finds a fast way around. And the new leader, number 17, tries to go quite along with him. The complexion of the track has really changed because the bottom line is the fast way around. You get stuck to the outside, you're going to go back.
All right. Good battle going on for the number 3 spot now. Chuck Docherty down low is the man who takes that away from Trombley. Adams working his way up to join the lead pack. A bid for the lead. Here comes Peterson on the inside. And we have a new leader, Jim Peterson, taking over. Konopka second, and it's Docherty in third place. Off the turn, and Peterson just a little bit of bobble.
Docherty right there. He's going to make a move for a second spot. No, he doesn't have the motor. Drops back in. The leaders start to pull away from the rest of the field just a bit. Docherty again takes a look on the inside.
Off turn 4, and we'll be completing lap number 6. As they cross the line, it's still Peterson, Konopka, and Docherty. George Greco working on Charlie Nappy now, and Greco takes over 6th place. Here comes Larry Vassar making his move. The number 78 moving from the back of the pack, now challenging for 7th.
Peterson with a little bit of breathing room now, as second and third swap paint. Konopka gets on the outside, but can't get the motor to go around. Docherty holds off. There's still less than a half a car length between them. Konopka looks down on the inside once again. Docherty just leans on the gas all the way.
And Scott Foster making an impressive run for himself. The 22 moves into 4th place, and he'll move up to challenge. And it's Adams and Greco, followed by Vassar in the next 3 positions.
Vassar's moved all the way up to 18th position. Now running 5th over Docherty.
Brad Boissonneau dropping off the pace in the 2X. Off the 4th turn, 10 down and 15 to go now.
That time, Docherty took a look to the inside. He's real close to Peterson. Peterson's got problems. He thinks he's going to ride around and let Docherty stay behind him. He's setting him up. Konopka falling off the pace just a little bit.
Greco. Look at this. Docherty, Peterson. Great battle for the lead. Off the turn, and look at Docherty burn that rubber. He's really doing the old dirt tracking style. Here comes Peterson back to challenge. Can he do it? Peterson on the inside, side by side at a turn 2. Great action down the backstretch. Who will it be? We're up to the halfway mark, and who will be our halfway leader? Here they come off turn 4. Leaning on one another. At the line, it's still Docherty.
Look at his third, fifth, third, sixth place. Foster has moved up into third place. He's in all kinds of company.
Here comes Larry Vassar moving up a notch. He's now running in 6th place. Once again, the Docherty-Peterson duel continues. Both doing some rim riding as they come out 4. They're both putting everything into this one. Docherty's been in victory lane many times before. Peterson has not. So let's see how this one works out. Here we go. A duel before the number 4 spot. George Greco gets under Vim Adams and moves into 4th.
Foster seems to be falling up the pace just a little bit. I would say whatever rubber was left on the surface of the tires, these guys keep burning them off. Docherty needs a little bit more power.
Battle for that 2nd spot, Foster and Peterson.
Foster with the advantage. He holds on and look, it's right behind him. Shark.
And Greco taps the rear bumper of the 17 of Peterson. Lets him know he's right there. Caution flag. Turn 4. All right, we're ready for action one more time. Here we go. Keep an eye on the star. We'll keep an eye on the starter stand for you. Keep an eye on the action, and there's the green flag. We're back underway. Docherty, your leader, resumes the lead. A little shuffling behind him. And we're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Look out. So far, so good. Larry Vassar makes a little contact with Scott Foster. Now Vassar ducks to the low side. A bid for 4th place, and he takes it away from Foster. A couple cars coming together down the backstretch, and debris is flying everywhere. Off the Barry Metcalf car. He pulls away. Let's see if he brings the debris with him or not.
Well, Greco has made a move on Peterson, is now running in 2nd spot. And there's the yellow flag.
And we understand there's a big bumper laying in between turns 3 and 4. You can see the field scrambling around it.
It's been hit by a couple of cars, too.
Well, we saw what a masterful job Bob Potter did with a loose race car earlier. He managed to hang on to that lead. Now, here we go with the restart. Oh, and they look good as they come off 4. Docherty once again out in front. Look at the battle for the number 3 spot. Greco and Vassar side by side. Here comes Peterson in a bid for the lead again. Meanwhile, 3 abreast behind him.
Vim Adams gets underneath now. Oh, boy, this is going to be wild. 3 cars.
Vassar gets sideways, loses several spots. And, boy, I tell you, tight quarters.
Vim Adams comes out of that one. Third place. Foster now back to 4th. And look at that tire smoke. Vassar stuck to the outside, just driving around these cars where no one else could.
Now, Jerry Konopka got a little sideways, and that opened the door for Vassar, and he took advantage of it as Vassar now runs 6th. All right, we'll have 5 to go when they cross the line. It's Docherty, closely followed by Peterson, Adams, Foster, and Greco. Into turn 1, 3 cars side by side there. Mayberry gets the shuffle and pushed to the outside groove. Now our top 6 running pretty much nose to tail. And folks, when they come to the line, we'll have just 4 to go.
Docherty with a bit of an advantage now, about 3 car lengths. Peterson now with some company. Vim Adams right on his bumper.
And up in between turns 1 and 2, contact between Hill and the 97 of McLean, who is in a precarious spot. And another caution.
This is going to give Peterson one more.
So get ready for more racing action. 4 laps to go. A tightly bunched field, and boys, don't get over exuberant here. Play it cool. Docherty gets the edge on the restart, and Peterson gets shuffled back to second place. Tim Adams and Scott Foster touch. They're both okay. Now Adams challenges Peterson for second and takes it over. Now Adams will set sail for our leader, Docherty. Meanwhile, Foster moves on to Peterson. Larry Vassar now running in 5th place. 3 laps to go. Here comes a bid for the lead. Bim Adams trying to work his way under Docherty. Can't quite do it that time. Peterson gets sideways in the 17. Does it again. He's really giving it all he's got. This is number 17. Docherty, Adams, Foster, Peterson, and Vassar. That's your top 5. All of a sudden, Santarski drops off the pace, and the 82 of Lozano goes spinning into the infield. And look at the battle for 4th place. Here comes Larry Vassar out of the pack. He and Greco come together. They rub. White flag, 1 lap to go. Docherty still hanging on to that lead over Adams. Down the backstretch, the battle now is for the number 4 spot. It looks good for Docherty as they come off turn 4. Chuck Docherty heading for the line. He's got the win over Bim Adams. Scott Foster next. And George Greco in 4th place. 5th place, too close to call. We'll wait for the official word from our scorers. But for Chuck Docherty, first win in a long, long time. And you can bet he's win here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Of course, that's unofficial. But right now, Chuck is smiling, and let's see if it holds up that way for him. The John Slozak Insurance Enfield Motorsports car, and Chuck, a happy man in victory lane. Congratulations from John Mayberry to him. And we'll head over to the victory stand. And Tony Sutton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the late models, Chuck Docherty. That was a great ride. It seemed like, you started in 12th place. I mean, did the car seem to get better as you went along, or did the other guys start to slow down, or what?
To be honest with you, it felt like it was going away, but I guess they were going away a little more than we were. The car felt like it was real loose, so I started running high in the corner, make the turns a little wider, and it worked out.
Bim Adams was all over you the last couple of laps. Did the restarts help you, or did they shake you up a little bit?
They made me nervous at first because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to hold them off, but as it turned out, they were real gentlemen out there. The races here have been great lately. Bim was real good on me. I was a little slow getting in. The guys were pretty good, but we could turn around, and once we headed out, we were okay. But it's great to be back in Victory Lane at Stafford. And I'd like to thank Bruce and Shirley Miller at Enfield Motorsports for all their support, Slozak Insurance, and TA Engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the late model class, Chuck Docherty.